There's a world of difference and about 20 degrees in temperature between ThorIce and ThorIce, the company behind Cape Town's new ice bar. The venue boasts walls, pillars, glasses and even seats made entirely of solid ice. Now, I do believe the trick is to look cool and not stick to your seat.
Inside this marquee at the waterfront is a spectacular art gallery, lounge and general chill zone, all made entirely of frozen H2O. The fashion, as seen from some Father Christmas convention in blue, is simply the polar fleeced poncho issued to keep every guest as warm as toast.
The decor, of course, is all ice. Scattered on top of the ice. You won't melt your tush because it's covered with Perspex.
It began months ago with an order for 45 tons of structural ice from Canada. Surviving 8 weeks on a boat, the precious cargo finally arrived and is being kept cool with 600 square meters of freezer paneling and 4 condenser units to maintain an even -5 degrees. It's perfect for what creators Dave Boerter and James Cousin had in mind.
The concept of this ice lounge was burned out of the actual ice hotel, which is a massive hotel built out of snow and ice in Sweden every year. And that hotel is actually built up in the Arctic Circle, so it doesn't require a climate-controlled environment.
During the sculpting process, they have to keep temperatures at -10. Even then, the details on these fantastic sculptures start to melt in a few hours, so there are constantly new works being created. They've even got Madiba on, and cut from these slabs, an entire functioning lounge club.
Apart from all the walls and all the actual structures made of ice, we've got a full 9-meter zigzag ice bar. We've got an ice slide for the kids. We've got lots of gallery work which will be on display, sculptural work. Essentially everything you can think of as in a normal nightclub is actually made of ice, even the glasses.
The ice that you might make in your freezer is full of air bubbles that make it a little milky. This sculptural variety is clear as glass. When it comes to ordering a drink around here, everything's on the rocks.
Very cool.
With chainsaws, mallets and chisels, the sculptors who create these marvels may look like Canadian lumberjacks, but they are real artists, constantly reinterpreting the world.
A lot of this ice comes from Canada. In particular, this beaded screen is made by a friend of ours, Julian, in Canada, from a little town called Hensel. He developed this particular technique, and besides from him and ourselves, no one else has done it before.
The company responsible for all this have trained and now employ 6 full-time sculptors from Soweto, whose work is quite simply breathtaking.
Well, I guess it wouldn't be a real club if there weren't any ice queens, except this one melts in the heat. Some people might think that these guys have lost their marbles, but I think it's a great way to chill in the summer heat.
After the 15-strong crew had spent a full month building and sculpting around the clock, the Ice Lounge opened with the party of a lifetime.
Quentin, you're a pretty cool guy. What do you think of this Ice Lounge concept, man?
Well, I think it's amazing. I mean, I thought about Ice Lounge, but this is the best.
Now, I know you're tough, but do you think you can handle this cold?
Definitely not. No, God.
I think it's incredible. It's obviously the first of its kind in Africa, and it's amazing to think that you're sitting in the...
I think it is so fantastic. It's so beautiful. It's so gorgeous, but I've never been so cold whilst having a drink.
If, however, you feel you're simply such hot property that you're a danger to the planet and contributing to global warming, you might risk taking off your Santa Claus outfit to party.
The Ice Lounge promises to be a red-hot venue, in theory. But in practice, it could be so cool as a chill spot that it might leave some ice cold. Only time will tell.